Hey, what's happening, guys? What's going on YouTube? You guys have tuned into Rules for Rebels, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Peloton jumping on the cancel Kanye West bandwagon. We're going to be taking a look at an article from CNN Business titled Peloton Tells Members It Will No Longer Use Kanye West Music in Their Classes. So I want you guys to picture something here. I want you guys to envision a scenario. So it's it's a Saturday morning. You wake up, you decide to get a workout in before you start your day, and you're pedaling away on your Peloton bike, listening to some classic rock with your with whatever workout plan or exercise routine you're doing, and all of a sudden Kanye West Stronger comes on. How traumatizing would that be? Obviously, I'm being somewhat facetious. I'm kind of joking here. But Peloton has gone out of its way to tell its members that they will no longer use Kanye West in their classes. We'll take a look at the article, but the article talks about when people are reaching out to ask if Kanye is going to be played in their Peloton playlists, they're reassuring people that no, you won't have to listen to Kanye West. Now, I don't have a Peloton. I think Pelotons are kind of stupid. I'm sure some people enjoy them, but do you really think a bunch of Peloton owners, do you really think like the first thing they thought about in the past couple weeks as all this Kanye West drama was going on was, oh my gosh, I hope I don't hear one of his songs while I'm riding my bike? Like Kanye's music, some of his music is kind of turn up music. It's good workout music, like what is it, Stronger or Power or whatever that song is. It's a good workout song, right? Another thing, again, I don't have a Peloton, so I don't know what music is played, but I'm going to assume that some of the rappers, some of the hip-hop music that's played on Peloton, I'm going to guess that some of these rap artists have less than nice messages in some of their songs. I'm going to guess that some of their backgrounds and some of their music content, as well as some things in their personal life, are maybe misogynistic, are disrespectful towards women, encourage or glorify drug use. Maybe they glorify drugs. Maybe they've been involved in gangs or involved in violence. And yet we're going to cancel Kanye West. I saw somebody online saying, and again, I don't have a Peloton, so I can't confirm this, but somebody was saying that on a Peloton, some of the workout sessions or whatever it is you do on a Peloton have R. Kelly songs in them. And I've seen some discussions online recently where people were talking about, can we separate the art from the artist? And when, whether it's somebody like Bill Cosby or a singer like R. Kelly, is it okay, or can you enjoy the music without necessarily celebrating the individual who made it? And really, I think you should do what you want to do, consume what you want to consume, listen to the music that you want to listen to. Who gives a fuck what anybody else thinks about it? But I have seen this discussion popping up. Is it okay to enjoy R. Kelly's music even though he's a human trafficker and a rapist and slept with underage girls and peed on people? I would say yes. If you enjoy the music, by all means, listen to the music. But I thought it was funny that some people are comparing, these situations like Kanye West to Bill Cosby, Kanye West to R. Kelly. And, I'm not going to defend the things that Kanye West said. At the end of the day, Kanye West said some mean stuff. Bill Cosby was a rapist who drugged women and raped them for decades. R. Kelly was a human trafficker, slept with underage girls, took advantage of women, and raped women. Not quite the same thing as saying something mean. I'm not going to get too into the whole Kanye West situation. There was an interesting video, and I'm not surprised it didn't last on Twitter, but I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with the YouTuber, The Tech Lead. I think he's like a former Facebook or former Google coder programmer or something like that. And he actually put out a video titled Kanye West Was Right. And he kind of laid out how, it's true that there are a lot of Jewish people in the media, in pharmaceutical companies, in banking. Majority of the media, something like 95% of the media, is controlled by 6 media companies who all have Jewish CEOs or executives. So he was basically saying, Kanye West wasn't necessarily factually incorrect about some of the things that he was saying, but obviously he was saying things in a very aggressive way and in a way that was that showed hatred towards Jewish people. I think it's important to kind of lay out that anti-Semitism is a hatred towards Jewish people. Simply pointing out facts about what people hold power in what industries isn't necessarily hateful or bad. And I don't even think it's necessarily weird that certain people have more of a prominent role in certain industries. A lot of Indian people own Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin-Robbins stores. I have a couple buddies who are Muslim who own cell phone repair shops, and I've noticed overwhelmingly that industry, those type of stores, are owned by a lot of Muslim people, right? Like in Chicago and Boston and New York, historically, a lot of policemen were Irish. I think it only makes sense that the people we're around, the people in our family, oftentimes influence what we do. And if I'm an Irish kid from the south side of Chicago and my grandpa was a cop, and my dad was a cop, there's a good chance that I'm going to go into law enforcement. Does it mean that the Irish have some cabal on law enforcement? No, but is it wrong to point that out? No, it's a normal observation. I believe the tech lead has since taken down his video. You might be able to find it online somewhere. But I was kind of surprised to see him put something up like that. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with his video. Just in this day and age, you can't really put out content like that. So I was kind of surprised to see him put it up, though I wasn't surprised to see him take it back down. Here's another thing about this Peloton story. So I think part of the reason that cancel culture is so stupid and is kind of crazy and out of control as it is because by dragging other people down, it's a way to lift yourself up. I think ever since we were children, we were told, don't make yourself feel better or lift yourself up by bringing somebody else down or making fun of somebody else, or your ability to lift yourself shouldn't be done in a way that also has to put somebody else down. And I guess it's kind of coming across stupid. My point here is Peloton is kind of irrelevant, right? Peloton had their moment in the sun during lockdowns when gyms were closed. A bunch of people were buying Pelotons. They were kind of unique at the time. They were something different. A lot of people ran out and bought them. I think almost all exercise equipment is kind of faddish, right? Whether you're looking at, was it Susan Sarandon's Thigh Master, or the ab roller, or the thing that you hang in your door and do pull-ups on. It's like every piece of workout equipment winds up going through a fad, then kind of falls off. Majority of people who buy a piece of exercise equipment don't actually wind up using it. I'm guessing well over 50% of all the Pelotons purchased between 20 and 2022. I'm guessing over 50% of them are not being used and have basically turned into clothes hangers in somebody's spare bedroom, where they put their dirty clothes or put their clean clothes on while they're hanging them, waiting for them not to wrinkle or to dry. That's just kind of the reality of fitness equipment. I was thinking about this earlier. This is kind of getting a little bit off topic, but I think the next big fitness craze is going to have to do with like either the metaverse or VR. I do a lot of working out. I ride bikes a lot. I run a lot. I would say, pretty much every day, 7 days a week, I ride my bike 10 to 20 miles. Normally spend about an hour in the gym. I don't necessarily love working out. I'm not passionate about it. It's not something I super enjoy, though I do know it's something that's good for me. But I personally have a lot more fun participating in a sport. So I'm in a kickball league right now. I'm also in a volleyball league. I fill in on a pickleball league. And to me, it's a lot more fun participating in a sport or a game than it is just going to the gym and lifting weights or doing pull-ups or whatever just for the sense of doing that. So if VR or the metaverse could kind of integrate physical activity with some type of like gamesmanship element, I think that will be the next big thing in the fitness space. Before we get too off topic, let's get back into the article. I just kind of thought this was silly that I can't imagine Peloton members are freaking out, wondering, oh my God, am I going to have to hear a Kanye West song? I can't imagine people are going to be traumatized because that Kanye West song Power comes on during their workout. And I thought this was just kind of a cheap shot and a way for Peloton to kind of jump on the Everybody Hates Kanye West bandwagon to kind of make themselves relevant and get some headlines, which, hey, it worked. They're in CNN business, right? Peloton tells members it will no longer use Kanye West music in new classes. New York, CNN business, Peloton has indefinitely paused playing Kanye West music from its streaming workout classes. PeloBuddy, a fan website that doesn't have official ties with Peloton, reports that the company is telling concerned members, saying its instructors are no longer using West music in newly produced classes, and it's not recommending previously produced workout classes on its hardware or app that uses his music. Peloton said it takes this issue, quote unquote, very seriously, and it made this decision immediately following his remarks. Do you really think there's a lot of people reaching out to Peloton like, I just wanted to make sure that I'm not going to hear Kanye West? And if anybody did reach out, I think they probably got too much time on their hands. A Peloton spokesperson confirmed that it is sending that message to members who contact them about West Music. Yeah, all 2 of them. Star instructor Alex Toussaint publicly commented on the issue in a class earlier this week, although he didn't refer to West directly. Because I love everybody, I want to make sure everybody feels safe in my environment and my classes. I'm not even going to speak too much on it because you know I stand with you. You will not hear that artist in my class at all. I do not support hate speech whatsoever, baby, Toussaint said during a spin ride, which was posted on YouTube. Roughly 1,800 classes have used his music in the past, according to a search on Peloton's website. Those classes won't be deleted from the platform. However, they won't be recommended in its algorithm to users. Other platforms haven't pulled West's music. Spotify said it won't remove Ye's music unless his label asks for it to be removed, the company said Tuesday. Apple Music did not immediately respond to CNN's request for comment, saying regarding Ye's music. It's the latest company to cut ties with the musician, including Adidas, Gap, Foot Locker, and TJ Maxx. On Wednesday, he arrived unannounced and without an invitation to Skechers' offices in California and had to be escorted off the building because of unauthorized filming. West, who has legally changed his name to Ye, has recently said anti-Semitic comments. I thought it's interesting that Spotify is not removing Kanye West. They also kind of stood up for free speech with Joe Rogan as well. And here's another thing. If I'm a Peloton user and I like Kanye West music, liking his music doesn't necessarily mean I support his views or all his opinions. But if I like his music and I like working out to his music, isn't it kind of shitty that option is taken away from me? If I'm a Spotify subscriber who pays $10 or $20 a month for Spotify, and I enjoy listening to Kanye West music at the gym or during my workouts, isn't it kind of shitty if Spotify takes that away? Like, isn't a better solution just to leave it up there? And if I don't want to listen to Kanye West, I can choose not to listen to him. And if I do want to listen to him, I can choose to listen to him. But why do we have to have companies step in and quote unquote protect us? Like, are people going to get PTSD from, God forbid, hearing a Kanye West song? I think this is kind of silly, but let me know your guys' thoughts. Drop a comment down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.